Yes, it is the end of the month. Thank God. And obviously this is my monthly progression video where I talk about where we were last month, where we are now. Now we kick off the monthly progression video with a bit of good news. Yes, as you can see here, I've 100%ed 6.1. That was the biggest goal I set myself, or target I set myself last month, is by the end of this month, the month of February, to 100% 6.1. And did I end up spending? Yes, I did. The problem that a lot of players experience, including myself, is a diverse 5-star and 6-star roster. Now, I will be brutally honest and say I do have a diverse 5 and 6-star roster. That's great, but it took me a year to get that. When a lot of people just go like, oh, it's easy, just use this champion. It's not always the case, because not everybody has it. People said, Rich, use Hyperion for Sentinel. Don't have it. Use this champion for this champion that you're facing against a boss battle. Don't have it. Oh, 6.2 is easy. Just use Symbiote Supreme. Don't have it. So, and that's 5-star and 6-star as well. But the other thing to kind of point out was I had to get 10 paths completed, or 9 paths, 9 or 10 paths completed. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it's 9 paths instead of 10 to get this Sentinel down. Because the fights are just long and boring. They're so specific in what you're going to... And yeah, I agree that Kabam needs to put stuff in that's a challenge, but it's just a case of... just boring. I was just getting bored. In fact, it took 5 hours to do 9 paths, or I think it actually was a bit more than that. Because I did Act 6.1.5, which is a little bit easier with some of the champions that I had. I think it took me about best part of 7 hours to do like 12 paths in the space of a very short time window. And a lot of people have to bear in mind, your champions end up going to things like Alliance War season started on Thursday, and it was a case my champions had to go into it to do it. As you can see, I'm kind of rocking on the left side my CD team. I don't know what really to kind of refer that to, but that's the thing. It's taken me 12 months to cultivate the roster, which is helpful for it. Getting Mephisto at 5-star was helpful for a certain champion interaction on 6.1.5 when it came to suppressing a regen buff. And yeah, I could have used champions that would nullify it, but it would keep coming back. Even if you kind of use the stagger, would that work? Nah, Mephisto worked great because I think the node with Red Hulk was that you needed poison immune. Yes, it's the first 60 seconds, but still it's detrimental to the champion to receive that amount of damage very quickly. So Mephisto was great for that interaction. Yes, I could have used Clairvoyant, but I was finding again that the suppression and even trying to ramp up to get to the buff immunity was just kind of like, it was a long-winded process. So I found that the Mephisto fight, even though I think it took like 500 hits, I knew how to play the champion well enough to get through it. Also, there's a few other interactions that were quite fun. Caustic Temper using my 6-star Abomination. That turned out to be really good. Didn't realise that would be a thing. So, Christmas bonus, Christmas present from Kabam there. Thanks, I guess. Ghost, yep, great champion. And I'll probably be doing like a Goats of 6.1 video at some point. It may all be out now or maybe out tomorrow. I don't know on my scheduling. But yeah, for anybody that wants to get an idea and kind of goes like, oh, it's easy. Well, a lot of people have said that it's largely easy. You either have the champions that are, either really skilled or even not, they've got a diverse 5-star and 6-star roster, which, let's face it, I only really have, as of now, voice crack. Also, for people interested, I'm gearing up for a very special 6-star opening, which will be at the UK meetup. I think the plan is with that, I'm going to record a load of videos whilst we're at the meetup, and then after the week after, like post a video each and every day. I'll do a vlog. There'll be a fight. Now, I don't think it's going to be a 5-star opening because the following week is the new featured, and I want Longshot Mojo and Squirrel Girl in particular. And I don't know if any of the newer ones, I don't think Terex and Moleman are put in, but I could be wrong, but definitely want to get Longshot. So that's what I'm doing with that. God, what's wrong with my voice? Keep losing it. But the 6-star side of things, yeah, I'm going for basics as opposed to going for the 6-star featured, which I could do 2 of those or 3 of the 6-star basics. I'm going 6-star basics because I just feel that the pool, that was the wrong one. The pool is trash for this one, except for the fact, obviously, the featured ones, but the accompanying sub-featured, not sub-featured, the accompanying pool that comes with it is just trash, and I think Kabam are trolling. They're doing us dirty. But the 6-star basic, yeah, I have more chance to get something terrible, but at the same time, I could have a good opportunity to awaken Cat Marvel Movie, Aegon, Ghost. Not that I really need to awaken any of those champions, except for Aegon. I just would not. It would be nice to kind of pick up 3 decent god tier champions, which could be either number 1, beneficial for future content grind in 6.2. I could rank to very easily. Second thing would be like if there's an awakening that helps for Abyss of Legends, and thirdly, basically meaning something that's going to be improving my roster a lot more than maybe I would consider. So there's lots of plans with that. I will probably spend and do a Cavalier Crystal opening at the UK meetup because, it just means it's something fun. I can hang about with people, just like a little 10 whatever's going to be released. I don't know the time frame whether or not we'll get either Terex or Moleman, but we'll have to see. Either one of them looks really good, so yeah, I'm up for kind of having a shot doing that. But mainly increasing the roster size. Yeah, when it comes to materials, I'm going to be sitting on them to rank up any champions. There are loads that I still want to do, but I just want to consider my options. And that's one thing that I know a lot of people actually kind of wait and they've got a process. Like, for example, Chris Lafleur. If you're not familiar, Chris Lafleur is someone that, I really like. He's another MC YouTuber. And he as well has the same mantra in that it's important to kind of go to and wait. If you've got a load of crystals to open, which I do for next month, then I want to see what I get. Because if I blast all my resources of ranking up, I'll go like, oh, I'll put it into Archangel. Well, I don't need Archangel now that I've done a good chunk of 6.1 to be rank 5. Same thing with Corvus. Corvus is a great champion, and it's like, I won't make a bad decision with ranking up that champion. But at the same time, I could pick up something really good. And I'll go like, well, I've got no resources to rank them up. And I'm like, oh, great. Well, what do I do now? So there could be other champions there in the openings which would benefit more from the rank up, because I know that making a solid choice of something that's older is a done deal. But, you have to be wary about the rebalancing the commander, so maybe that does kind of sway me to rank up something old rather than something new. And now let's talk about targets for next month. Now, I've got a very limited time because of the fact of like so much work going on that I need to get done, as well videos I need to make. I have promised to do a variant 2, 3 and 4 guide probably by the 21st of March, which does limit my time. A lot of people do know I spend a lot of time on my videos, especially if I'm like editing them. Like my Cavalier guide has probably taken about 12 hours worth of work. 5 hours of that is editing, adding captions in, time codes, writing it, thumbnail, the list goes on with how I create it. So I want to make sure that I make them the best, which obviously I've done. I've got experience with that. Variant 1 will be the thing that I need to get done. I want to do an initial clear before the UK meetup, just to open resources and have a little bit of a fun time. Also, as well, there's so many events going on. Kabam are putting in so many event quests and side quests and stuff. I think a large amount of my focus will be grinding out those when it comes to release. And Act 6.4 is out as well, so there is a lot of content. No Variant 5, but I kind of understand with it, even though I prefer variants to any other content, because Act 6 is boring as hell until you get to 6.3. 6.3 is seems to be more fun. I haven't done it, but I've watched people do it, and it seems more straightforward with boosts and other stuff as well. So yeah, I guess I just got to get on with it, really. I think I'll try and do an initial completion of 6.2 and 6.3 before the UK meetup, because I think how it works is I'd have enough for another 6-star very, very quickly. So what do we get? 6,000 to 4,000. Yeah, so if I stick my nose out and kind of like do that initial completion. And look, I did 6.1 in a month. 100% is 6.1 in a month. So anything is really possible. Be confident, set targets, and achieve them if you can. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed I had to spend, but at the same time, options are limited and time frame is short. I'd already kind of planned to release 6.1 Cavalier Guide 100% video yesterday, so that's just how that rolls. But yeah, thanks very much to everyone that supported the channel last month, or this month, the month of February. It's been amazing. Also, like, people need to understand the support on like the kind of sponsorship videos with Dragon Champions and Raid. I do really appreciate, and obviously it's important for me to keep doing those in order to like pay for certain stuff for the channel, which I need to do. The podcast needed to be paid. We need to pay for the SoundCloud thing, so that's quite a bit of money to it's surprising how much to put your podcast on SoundCloud is. I think it's going to cost about £120. as I'm doing it in a monthly installment, because if things don't work with it and we kind of go, right, well, it's not going anywhere, then I've got to take it down. So that will probably be, I'll do a year's worth, so that's £120. And then UK Meetup is probably going to cost about £500. So it all adds up, and obviously it's important that I do this sponsored content in order to cover my own back when it comes to doing these things. So thank you for those that click links and support the channel by doing those things, as it means that we can do more with other brands, and that's really the important side of things. So thank you, and yeah, I'll see you next month for another video, and also the UK Meetup. Thanks.